He is right. He's giving me a nice, lovely pair of tips.
We're live.
We are live?
We are.
No.
Five, four, three, two, one. You're live with Neve.
All right, here we are. You're live with Neve. It is Friday. It is 10 o'clock. We're here on the East Coast in Highlands, New Jersey, overlooking the beautiful Atlantic Ocean and Gotham City behind me. Life is good, everybody. It's Halloween weekend. I've got my skulls on. I've got a great crew here today. We've got some really fun people coming on, and we have a great afternoon guest. We have, courtesy of Toby Simmons, media promoter extraordinaire, we have Raspin Stewart for your listening pleasure. He's a killer songwriter, and you're going to love him. Today, I've also got some interesting characters coming on board who you haven't seen in a while. And one of my favorite people is going to be on in the next set. We'll have Sam Rourke, singer, songwriter, just one of my best pals. We just love her to death here. She's one of our first guests on the show, and she's still here with us, and we love watching and hearing about what she's doing. We're going to be showing you her new video. We've also got our Mike Imperato, our rant man. We have something already queued up and lurking in the shadows, which I don't know what Mike's pissed off about today, but I'm sure it's something. Again, we're trying to get him medical help, maybe a little psychological too. Good morning from LA, Toby Simmons. So let's go ahead and see what my man in Detroit is doing this morning. The wonderful and talented Irish.
What is happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages?
Ages, yes. What's happening, man, in Detroit? Give us the who is this? Who is Mimi Boo?
I don't know. Good morning, though.
Hi, Mimi. Good morning, Mimi.
What's happening in Detroit? Well, I mean, shit, it's Detroit. It's cold, it's watery, it's wet, it's raining, and everybody's starting to get the Michigan blues. Somehow or another, they forget every year that we're going to have snow. It's like, oh, it's getting cold. I was like, yeah, it's Michigan. We have snow every year. I like
horrendous snow. Well, I do too. I that's having lived in Florida for a long time, and I love Florida. I'm actually in a place down there. And the weather though in the summer is just atrocious. And the biggest thing is just leaving New York City. There's too much good food and music here. It's like,
yeah, buddy.
Thing. I mean, I have my love and hate affair. The politics suck in our area, but that's okay. I'm alive and well, and it's a beautiful day. Kind of here in New York, it is gray and cloudy.
And you're a handsome man.
I'm a handsome man. Yes. Look, I got a great face for radio. That's true. So I don't know exactly what our boy is ranting about today. I can't even hazard a guess. I mean, the man's he's close to the edge. I'm concerned. We have to
I think the only thing keeping him from the edge is Dingbat Debbie and serious amounts of Valium.
Yeah, it's something medication's definitely called for. But we love him. And Mike, wherever you are, I hope you and Debbie, I refuse to call her Dingbat. It's something about it to me. I can't call anybody Dingbat.
I think she embraces it just like I embrace Leprechaun.
Hey, yeah. Well, you are the biggest fucking leprechaun I've ever seen,
Yeah, they had kraut in the water or something like that. The Germans came through and dropped the sauerkraut on them, and they ate
there
that.
You go.
Next thing you know,
good for
I
you.
Popped out of some unfortunate soul, and here I am.
Some poor unfortunate womb.
We have Sam and we have the Richness today.
Yeah. Oh, the Richness has got.
We're getting canceled. It's all about big trouble right now.
I had given him an idea, and he came up with a far better idea because it involved breasts. And I'm an expert. I am a mammoth. I can find lumps anywhere. I'm offering my services. I don't know who Mimi Boo is, but she sounds like she's pretty funny. She keeps popping up, and I'm gonna go over here and see what she's putting on the screen here.
What is Mike ranting about today?
Yeah, Jules.
I think he's queued up and ready to roll.
Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and roll
Memphis, Tennessee. We just came out of the Bass Pro Shops, the Pyramid. It's ridiculously insane in there. I can't even get into that. I read in my paper this morning, these assholes in Myrtle Beach decided to open a restaurant. It's called Wise Guys, mob themed. I'm like, hey, this got potential right here. I might be going to it. They says they got murals on the walls, John Gotti, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano. I'm liking this even more by the minute. Every minute I'm reading, I'm freaking loving this. Because I'm all about the mob. So now it says the menu. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see the macaroni, this and that. No. These assholes open a mob-themed restaurant and the food is Polish.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Al Capone wasn't eating no freaking kielbasa. John Gotti certainly wasn't eating
Hell no. He'll kill you for that.
Guess what? They open today, they'll probably be closed next Tuesday. Because they're assholes. Plain and simple, stupid freaking assholes that open a mob-themed restaurant with a Polish freaking menu. End of freaking rant.
Now that is an issue I can jump on, man.
And in the
I'm
restaurant walks pickle puss and sauerkraut.
Yeah, well, here I am. I'm in New Jersey where we got Italian food like no place else. Pizza's the best in the world, I think. But people in New York will bitch and argue with me. Those Gavones over in Chicago, what they've got is a fucking onion soup bowl full of sauce with fucking cheese on top.
Yeah, the Chicago deep dish.
God, man, just no. I've eaten in Chicago, a very fine restaurant. It was okay. I mean, it's got tomato, cheese, and crust. But goddamn, give me a New York slice where you just reach in, you grab it, you fold it in half, and you tear it up.
All right.
I mean, seriously. You see there was a great video. It showed some one of these little dudes who like walks in. He's like streaming his Twitter page, going, "Oh, I'm at this place. It's so authentic." And the pizza guy goes, "Oh, it's authentic." This big Italian mook. He goes, "What's the problem with you? You don't." He goes, "Look, this is how you do it." This guy walks in. He goes, "Give me a slice." The guy hands him. He goes, "This is how you do it. You take $2. I give you your fucking slice, and you take your ass on the way. You fucking whatever you do." And the guy goes, he goes outside, and he's like, "Oh, I've been the most authentic place. They just chased me out." The guy, he was so authentic. He told me he was gonna fucking stab me. It's so funny.
That's authentic. That right
authentic.
there is real.
The guy goes, "Get the fuck out of my pie.
Don't be fucking with my pizza joint." You understand?
And he also told him, he goes, "My grandmother spent fucking 68 years to make this goddamn sauce. No, I don't have a fucking white chicken pizza. Fuck you." I thought it was great. That's the essence of New York.
I'm just biased because I'm a slob and I eat pretty much whatever's put in front of me. I'll eat the cardboard in front of me. It doesn't make any difference. Just feed me.
Yeah, but I know. I'm not going to look. All I will tell you is when you visit here in Gotham, I'm going to take you, show you the town. You're going to eat pizza and go back with a whole fucking new understanding. It's like learning about one thing to learn about pizza. It's up there with the fusion project, quantum mechanics. Stuff.
Oh, we're going all the way
Very
there.
Important stuff. Yeah, we're going.
Okay, I will. Then I it's necessary that I sample it, just like I sampled. Unfortunately, I bought a big pile of candy for the kids to come so we can do the trick or treating, and the bowl has progressively weaned down, and it's not Halloween time, nor is it trick or treating time. I neither will accept nor deny responsibility in the act.
I'm thinking it's the cat.
You're right, little bastards. So we got Sam.
We do have Sam, and it just happened. Sam was doing her thing, and I called her up.
Good morning.
She's looking pretty this
morning. Good morning, Whiskey Sam.
Hey.
What a little ball of sunshine.
Oh, not always, but I'm feeling a little sunshiny this morning. So.
All right. Hey, Tom, how are you, buddy? I think that's your buddy, isn't it, Irish?
I believe so.
Isn't that your friend?
I have many friends that come from many areas. I'm looking for Larry. I know Larry's out there lurking.
All right.
And
Brian's here. And man, we got a bunch of great folks here this morning.
We've got a ton of people in the comments too. I see we've got Peyton's in there. Shannon is in there. Peyton. My dear friend Shannon hopped on. We've got Miss Boo. So thank you guys for hopping on here this morning. I did share this over on my page. So if you're watching from my page, please follow Live with Neve. They're live every Friday, and it's an amazing show. It'll brighten your day, give you lots of laughs, guys.
Stop, Sam.
Love you guys.
You're gonna make me blush.
I'll blush.
So what else we got happening, Sam? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
So I've been taking a little bit of a social media hiatus to get some work done, get some new stuff moving, get some work done with Sam, myself, some me time, needed that. Yeah, but absolutely. I have a new song coming out, and it's called Whiskey. And it's a very personal song. But we had a lot of fun with this music video. I got to total a car. We set a lot of shit on fire. It was like stellar.
Man, that's great. Anything with guns and fire and pretty women, I'm there.
So yeah, morning, actually, Laura. Everything you just said is included in this video, so I can spin it up whenever you're ready.
You're kind of fulfilling my palate here, Sam, because we got whiskey, which Irish loves.
Oh, yeah.
And then now I do like me some grits. So we're looking for some sides like mac and cheese and
now, I will tell you.
I like to eat grits at every breakfast.
Grits are the best thing.
Yeah, do you know what? For people who don't know what that,
eat, and that's metaphorically and breakfast wise.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly. And we'll
First thing I eat in the morning.
There
love
will
having
be
Sam.
alcohol abuse in this video, and I'm mainly putting that out here for Irish. It's going to make you sad. I'm about to destroy some really pretty whiskey, like a lot of it.
Destroy it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I see your
I
face
did
right
that
now, but
too.
I'm
It
about
hurt
to
my heart.
destroy a lot of whiskey.
Sam,
in
I
this
got
video.
I got like 3 feelings left. Don't do it to me.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's going to happen.
Tater tots. I love it. Well, I drank all the whiskey in Kentucky a few years ago and haven't drunk since.
They've made more sense than
They've made more
giant
sense. But
coal fires and wondrous
you're an
wondrous
alcoholic
barrels.
when you have
And
a
Sam's
whiskey
about
barrel.
to hurt my morning. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah, she's gonna ruin it. But
Let me put a
you're an
dampener on it.
alcoholic if you have a barrel of whiskey with your name on it at Maker's Mark. You're definitely that's a total sign that you might be getting over the edge, and that's okay. I've done it many times. It's great fun, but
Is it still over the
Now
edge if
you've
you think
done
that would be an honor?
it would be an honor. But I've drunk so much bourbon in my past that there's no need to drink anymore. It's actually part of my nervous
wait,
system.
Just because I'm very familiar with Maker's Mark. So, are you telling me that you are one of the dudes that has paid to get your name plastered on a
No,
barrel? And
when they first do it, no, I didn't pay. No, I was just drunk. And you also know you're an alcoholic if Maker's Mark starts sending you Christmas wrapping paper with stickers on it. 'Cause it's great. All my friends were alcoholics anyway. So there's not, hey, Jess.
hey,
A friend of yours,
Jess,
Jess, just popped in. But yeah, I mean, they just sent it to me and said, hey, you're a great frequent flyer. Would you like to have a barrel? And I said, fuck yeah, wouldn't I? I'm going to drive
frequent
up there and
flyer.
drink the
That's
whole
a
damn
cute
thing.
name for it too. Wow.
And that's a hell of a lead into actually hearing the song Whiskey.
It is. So we're getting back to Sam's whiskey, and can you cue it up there, baby?
There we go.
All right.
All right.
Get it
And we're
rolling.
going to go to the break.
I'm excited.
After the song.
Neil, you
Live
may
with
have
Neve.
to bring it into the studio. I've got it pre-ready. There it goes.
All righty. I see it. I think the unseen hand has got it going.
If ice cubes could talk, this bottle persuade. They tell you all the things I was too scared to say. Maybe you'd love me, maybe you'd walk away.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Keep it
Tell you what,
going,
Sam, go ahead and roll it back and try it again. It might just be some internet fuckery.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
She'll
hi,
be right
everybody.
back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go to a break. Next up, we're going to have the richness, and Sam will be back with us shortly.
Yeah,
And
we
so
gotta
we're
hear
gonna
that
go to
one.
the break. Here we go.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them.
Hey there, it's Kevin Sorbo here, and you lucky people, you are live. You're live with Nev or Neve or Nevi. I don't know. I can't say the dude's name. Anyway, you're on live with him, so I don't know. I guess that's a pretty good thing.
All right. Here we are. You're on Live with Neve, broadcasting from the East Coast of North America. And it's a beautiful day. It's kind of cloudy, but I'm down. We've got some great guests, some old friends. We have Sam here with us, as you've seen. We're going to have her come back in a few minutes. And we have Rich Parada coming up. So, Sam, why don't you go ahead? I'm going to go ahead and bring Sam on, please. Sam, let's try and re-roll that and see if we can get
All right, here we go.
Absolutely.
Had some weird tech issues. The internet gods are fighting us.
Yeah, they fuck us, but we'll smite them.
There we go.
All right.
I like smiting.
Sam Rourke, live with me.
If ice cubes could talk, this bottle persuade. They tell you all the things I was too scared to say. Maybe you'd love me, maybe you'd walk away.
Those bastards. They killed Kenny.
Okay.
They have killed
Wow,
Kenny.
man, Sam, that is so cool. Hey, let me try something. Put it back up. Let me try kicking it from here.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
sure
guys,
gonna no matter what, check that out. That sounds freaking
That is great.
great, man.
We may be able to just put the audio file in and let it play.
I tell you, Sam, you sing from the heart. It's
Absolutely.
I super appreciate it though, guys.
and people don't understand how hard it is to sing like that, because if you mean it and it brings it all out of you, like to legitimately mean what you're singing is something I know a little bit about, and it is hard. It is hard to do, but you do it very well.
Thank you. I super appreciate it, and I can definitely say, Irish, I'm actually a big fan of your voice as well too. So
Oh, well, thank you.
I really dig what you do a lot.
There's a thing that you do. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's almost it's spiritual in a sense when you can muse yourself into expression through music. It's really something spectacular.
I super appreciate it.
Do you find it cathartic?
In a way.
Me or Sam? I do.
I do too. When writing a song, I find it's good to get it out of the system.
I do. It's very therapeutic.
I find it the same. Actually, I think music will just. Speaking of that, we're gonna have some Halloween stuff coming up. It may include some music. Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Oh yeah.
I have to bring that up.
Sam, what's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite. It's hard to pick because I'm a huge horror fan, but I would have to say Halloween H2O is probably my most favorite.
Right.
That was a pretty good one.
That was a good movie.
But I'm a big Jamie Lee Curtis fan, so.
Oh yeah.
How does she stay so hot?
I don't know. I think she's a vampire. Honestly,
that could explain it. She is still one fine-looking woman.
And when you see her like outside of the acting, she's funny as hell.
Oh yeah, she is. I thought she was great in that Schwarzenegger movie.
Jamie's dancing for me on the bed. It's
dancing
amazing.
for me. The forbidden flesh. I'm going to come and crush your head with my buttock.
That's scary. That should be a scary movie.
That is the first part of a date with Arnold. Arnold is coming. I was the governor.
Jules said Jamie Lee Curtis has one called Knives Out, and Jules has always given me like the best movie recommendations.
I'm gonna have to go find that because I've never seen that. And that sounds stellar.
I was sorry. I was distracted reading the notes over here. We have technical stuff going on, and me, man. Shiny colors, bright objects. I'm like, huh? Oh,
shiny colors, bright lights.
Squirrel.
Something about that attention deficit disorder. Post, I don't know, 60-year-old something. I'm talking like Biden now. What the fuck is going on this morning?
Just sit here with your hands like this.
I know.
No, you have to say "man" a lot.
Come on, man.
You gotta be like, come on, man.
Come on, man. I mean, I'm the president.
You gotta say it with more authority. He bounces off man. It's like, come on, man.
The guy's constantly. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to pick on anybody's politics, but the poor man. I just feel sorry that they put him through this. He's clearly having some cognitive issues, but again,
he could be a Halloween mask.
Look, he won the presidency. Whether I like him or not, it's not good for our country to have it fucking fail. Period. And
that's most important at the end of the day.
People out there on either side of the fence,
here.
I think that there's a lot of jackasses in both parties. So I don't really. the party's going to swing. The country always swings back and forth. So that's it. We've been doing it for 200 years. And we'll probably do it. I don't know how long it'll last. It depends. You just never know. People think nothing bad could happen here, like Germany, but shit could happen anywhere. And
more
the world
scary
is a crazy
stuff.
place. I'm just sitting back. I don't have a drink in my hand, but I got a big fat doober, and I could sit and watch the whole fucking world go crazy. But I'm going to do my best to avoid being part of the crazy. We'll see what happens. I'm an optimist, man. I believe shit always works out.
It's pretty much like a free zero cost thing to not be a jerk. So, everybody just has a little peace and grace. The world will be a little bit better place. But everybody's assholes, so we can't do that.
Right. And having manners is a good thing. I mean, what can I tell you? Sam, are you offended when a gentleman like myself holds the door for you going into a building?
No, I'm more offended when they don't, because obviously their mother didn't raise them right.
Exactly. True stuff. So what else are you doing? Anything special for Halloween? Have you got some
I'm off this year for Halloween. I'm spending time with my little one. I'm going to go over to my producer's house, hang out with Gio, going to do some trick-or-treating. We're just going to keeping it small this year. So
fun.
Okay, good. Well, mine, I'll just do my usual routine. Get out of here, you little bastards. I worked. I fought in the fucking war to keep you wearing your goddamn nose ring. Get out of here.
It's Christmas and Halloween. You've gone as Scrooge. Okay.
Yep, that's
there you go. I mean, they're not going to.
And he's at peace with it too. He's like, yeah,
complete peace. Did you see that? It's my candy, and I don't care.
Yep.
Don't touch my pizza.
Bag and go. I have it all. You get none. Run for your lives.
I need you to come down here and do that. In Nashville, I've never experienced trick-or-treating at the level that there's trick-or-treating here. And I kid you not, our neighborhood is like one of the largest subdivisions in America, period.
So they all drive in from wherever. And
they bring them in truckloads, man.
Yes.
Truckloads. I have been stockpiling candy since August for these little shits. Since August.
You're set. If Armageddon or the zombie outbreak, you'll have plenty of chocolate.
I keep a tally for historical record just to show the population size increase. Last year, we had 354 chitlins.
Oh,
wow.
Not kidding.
Let me ask you, Sam, being a resident of the South, have you ever eaten chitlins?
I have, and they're delicious.
I have too.
They're best out of the pan fried, though, like soon as you get them fried.
Yeah, it ain't really my thing, but I've had them. And, my feeling is when you go somewhere and somebody offers you food, you don't insult them by not eating it. It's just, I had to wolf them down and it was a little much for me. But, when you're in Rome,
they're seasoned right, they're good. They have to be seasoned right.
Yeah, I imagine it's quite a seasoning to get rid of
There's not much I haven't eaten, Eve.
Me neither. I've eaten like all kinds of weird shit. My ex-wife's family used to make this awful concoction called what the hell was this called? It's like Scrapple, but it's not Scrapple.
No, Scrapple's not nasty. Scrapple's good. I had some northern friends tell me about that, and I had to try it. It was actually pretty good.
My grandfather used to call that slum gullum.
It's really
slum gullum. I like that.
The grayness of it is a little off-putting, but you put some hot sauce on it. That's good stuff. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, anything to put hot sauce on is good. I'm a hot sauce achiever. I mean,
that's all you gotta do.
There's a lot of things you can do with it. If you have somebody you don't like, you can put a little bit on their steering wheel, and it dries. And when they get driving, they get sweaty hands, and they're sitting there and they go like this, and all of a sudden they have the poison eye.
Where do you come up with this shit?
Listen, I've been surrounded by evil people, man. Sometimes you got to get a little goddamn vendetta going on,
Right.
Serious. It's better that we didn't put a rattlesnake under their seat. That's another Southern trick I've seen done.
No, the best is you catch a small bluegill and then you put that under their seat.
Oh.
There's this bitch in high school that I really didn't like, and I don't use the B word very lightly, but I will call her one. And she left her car unlocked in the parking lot at the high school, so put a bluegill under her seat.
I just think that it's hilarious because I had like the visual of like you actually going, "Oh, her car's open. Let me grab my fishing pole real quick. This is for you. Here you go."
Yeah. If you really want,
I had caught it and had it with me because I knew she left her car unlocked. This was a pre-plotted plan of deviance because I knew she was going to be leaving her car unlocked. Yeah. I brought that. It was already dead for like 16 hours before I put it under there. Anyway, I caught it the day prior.
God damn. Well, you know, I learned a trick down south from some rednecks, as we like to call them. And this is if you really don't like someone.
Appalachian
For
American.
those of you who don't know what deer scent is, it's deer gash bait.
Oh, the pea? That's
the actual deer scent to lure a buck in.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you take that, it's a little jar of this fucking foul smelling shit. And I will tell you, don't do this unless the person's truly been evil fucking to you. That cost you a lot of money, or I mean, you got this is reserved for real douchebags. You take that little bottle and you throw it up into the tailpipe of their car, so it falls into the catalytic converter, and then the car. Well, you know, in Nashville,
so your car's going down the street farting. Yeah,
well, no, you're being followed by deer in a great abundance.
Can't imagine being trapped with that in an enclosed space. I have put that on at 5 o'clock in the morning in the cold air, in the great outdoors, and have still mouth vomited several times.
Oh yeah, it's fucking gross shit. And here's the real joy of it. See, I believe in. You have to make an impression. If somebody, revenge is a good thing if you really have to get back at somebody and they've revenged you in a clever way that you can't really do anything about. So do them one up. You know, it's like you slap me, I'll slap you back a little harder, you know? Anyway.
Okay,
I applied that theory to my new single, Whiskey. That's actually metaphorically what I did when I wrote those lyrics. Revenge is a sweet, sweet dish. Served cold.
Eaten cold.
Patiently and later.
Yes.
And
that was said with well intent.
It was. It's not malicious at all. But you know, some of the best songs come from feelings of revenge and feelings of sadness. And let's see what Brian said. Something I saw Brian pop up with something about bluegills. I'm not sure what he said.
Planning and planting bluegills, Sam, is so devious.
That's actually very true. I've quite the avid fisherman and asshole. But
it's a great combination.
But just to talk about whiskey real quick, because I know you guys have got to get on and get Rich on here, and I'm super excited to meet him because I'm really excited.
Rich is awesome.
Guys, my new single, my new music video, my new follow-up single will be coming out and announced all in November. So Whiskey is going to be released Black Friday. So the day after Thanksgiving. I know all of you are going to be awake. Everybody is going to be up and doing their thing. So you'll have a brand new song to listen to beat those shopping blues.
That was
excellent.
That was a good little pun right there.
That was
beat those shopping blues.
She's on a roll.
I'm available for jingles.
All right. Well, listen, we'll be talking to you about that.
Bass Pro Shop, Bluegill.
We're going to take a break.
Up, Bass Pro.
And Julie has been removed from the equation, so I am going to run a commercial break here, and then we're going to be right back. So let's see what we got here. Here is a good commercial. Julie, we love you, baby. I'm sorry you're having tech. The goddamn tech gods are raining on us.
They're not with us today.
No.
I'm going to have to sacrifice someone. We don't know who, but someone's got to go. We're into the volcano with your
My ex is available.
Oh, we can. How about maybe you should marry him to my ex?
Oh, I love it.
My second wife.
We could.
My first wife's lovely, but we could get those two
and
together.
Then tie them together and toss them in a volcano.
Toss them right in.
2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, it's a bargain. And maybe it's a service we can offer the Live with Neve. Ditch your partnership.
We could get by with it internationally.
All right. Well, I'm going to see what Leland's got to say.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve, Fridays on the East.
Like a melting flake of snow. This year, I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
All right, I'm sitting here. For those watching, I have Sam Rourke here, and we're about to bring on the man, the myth, the legend, the richness. The Richness is one of our favorite guests, along with Sam. We have some favorites, and yeah, I do play favorites. Had a couple of people who've been a little difficult, so they're in the volcano. That's all I can say. Reminder: it is Halloween weekend. Be safe, be cool, and let's see what Richness is drawing. I talked to him. I think he has some magic art for us today.
Yeah, he's done some cool drawings lately. The Halloween stuff has been amazing.
Richness.
Go. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, man. How are you this afternoon?
Uncivilized. That's how I am.
Are you naked?
Yeah, of course.
Here we go.
Well, good. Let me introduce you to Sam.
I'm too busy listening to all of you talk about, the grits and chitlins and 16-hour dead fish and acts of vengeance and shit. And I'm like, I'm like, you redneck fucks. What are you guys doing? You uncivilized bastards. Holy shit, man.
Man.
Water down there? I mean, is that what it is?
I don't know what's happening in Britain, but we call each other Appalachian Americans here. It's politically correct, Rich.
I'll bet you do. And in Britain, we have tea. Lots of it. Plenty of it. We have tea, biscuits, and the Queen. We love her.
Fuck the Queen.
We throw it in the river here.
I think the Queen's fucking time to go. I'm sorry.
I think the Queen
know the Brits.
I don't think you can say that.
now they're gonna be fucking
You're
calling
gonna
up,
be
blowing up the phone
assassinated.
line. He said, "Fuck the Queen, goddammit."
Yeah,
right in her arse.
I'm not part of this international nations. Just remember.
I'm here to cause an international incident, and I'm here to really do some really damage and shit. Hello, Neil. How the hell are you?
Man, I'm excellent. It's Friday. I've got all my friends here lurking around, and I happened to bring up Sam, and she was alive and had assumed room, up from room temperature. Do you hear some weird fuckery on my mic?
No, not at all. Why?
Okay, just checking. I'm hearing some altered states in my headphone. Halloween, Either that or those voices.
The altered state's not in your headphones. It's just in your head,
shit,
bud.
not the bats.
Rich, what do you got going on there, man?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm drawing. Neil asked me before if I can. He's like, "What are you going to draw on the show?" And I'm like, "Well, let me know what you want to draw." So he goes, "I want you to. Can you maybe draw me an Iron Man suit?" And I go, "How about I draw a warrior chick with big boobs and shit like that?" That's all
Not
cool
me.
stuff, But I decided to take this up a little bit. I decided to have this warrior chick with Neil's face on it, licking a sword that looks really, really.
Oh man, that is too perfect. Oh my god, I love it. Holy shit.
The quote unquote blood that's going down from the tip of the fucking sword and everything. Neil's tongue is licking it and shit like that.
Oh man.
I thought we
look
weren't
really
having
good.
the talk today, Neil.
I know. So we were gonna break the news to everybody, but it's gonna have to come out another time.
Are those
Yes.
veins? Oh my god.
Yeah, those are veins. These are veins here. This is like dripplings and shit because they're leaving the sword. And
All
this
right.
is the ubiquitous tongue that Neil uses so often and so lovely. I remember those nights during my halcyon days. I love you, Neil. Call me.
Oh, come on. You can't be telling people about our secrets, man. Jesus Christ.
He's not telling it, he's illustrating it. There's a difference.
I knew how to quit you. Oh my God.
Don't fuck with us. Us rednecks, we have ways to get back at you. Civilized.
Oh, really? Is that right? Okay.
We'll take you.
You're right.
We'll
You're
take
right.
you snipe hunting.
I'm talking all this shit by saying it I'm up fucking at least 4,000 miles away. So, haha.
That's right. But that's okay. I have a passport. I know where you are.
We can come
I'll hunt
across
you
the
down.
pond and take him snipe hunting, Neil.
You actually have my address. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'll
I
draw
can
something.
track you down, man. I'll send John. I'm going to send John Spear
Oh,
after
no,
you.
another one with your face. No, I got to go back to the other one. Oh.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I just love this guy. Rich, you've been on several times, and every time it's like we have a new barrel of monkeys when you show up, and it's great. I mean, I have to say that is really, really sick, and I love it.
This
There's
is
some Freddy Krueger.
That's
Here we
epic.
go.
Oh my God.
Oh
This
yeah.
is- I'm making a series of prints, and what I'm doing is I'm just taking some pop culture references and stuff like that, like Freddy and Jason, blah blah blah, and I'm going to make them into a bunch of prints. Now, I preliminarily drew this picture over here. Shit, let me get this off. Ah, there you go. And now, here we are. And now we're going to go about, oops, sorry about that shaky California camera. And now we have this over here, and I'm just going to finish drawing this up here.
Is the camera on your head?
Sam, I heard the first minute of your song, and
yeah,
really nice, very soulful. You remind me of a better Reba McEntire.
There you go, man.
That is a huge statement, but thank you very much.
Yes.
That is also an accurate statement because I'd like to think I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, I super
you do in this case.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're a very talented musician. Very talented musician. Wow.
She is. You know, for a young lady, she's I've said it before, she's walked a lot of miles, a lot of gentlemen I know haven't even come close to. She's got a lot of soul, and she's smart as a whip.
Mm-hmm.
And we just love her.
I'm
She's
just
like, I'm gonna
glad to be
adopt her as my
alive
daughter, you
at
know.
this point.
I would not be surprised in the slightest. I've heard of you before. I've heard you in certain circles and discussions about music before. I'd never thought I'd actually meet you, or at least say hi to you.
Well,
Hello.
I really, really appreciate it. I was excited to meet you on here today. Neil and I were talking about you before he came on. And I'm a huge art fan. I'm a huge pop culture nerd, huge comic book nerd. So I was really pumped to know I was going to meet you this morning.
Wow, I'm honored. That means I have to send you something as soon as I can. Neil, remember those?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll yeah. If you can read whatever it is digitally, I'll send you a couple of things, and I hope you like them.
That would be amazing. Wow, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I don't mind.
No matter what people say about the richness, he has a heart of gold. He's a great and funny man, and I just love having him on. You know, shit, man, you're almost like a cast member by now.
Well, you got to invite me on more often if I'm a fucking cast member. You lying sack of poop.
Okay, well, we will fucking we're having
all about the love here.
High level discussion.
It is love.
Come on, man.
Yes, giant sword penises, and yes.
I feel hurt because he has not invited me on in a long time.
Oh man.
Do you see how vulnerable I am, Neil?
I know. I'm gonna have to. You can come cry on my shoulder.
Oh,
Neil, honestly, having an art segment would only make you classier because let's be honest, us musicians are just trashy without some real art around.
Yeah, that's why I hang around. I've always dated artistic chicks.
To be honest with you, you know, when it comes to Neil has always been. I mean, I say all sorts of really nasty things because actually I'm very much fond of Neil. I think he's an excellent human being with a very rich history of what he's done and what he's accomplished and stuff. And it's always an honor to be on this show. Truly, truly.
Man,
I just like
quit bullshitting me, man. Come on, you know better than that. You know me.
It's the truth. It's the fucking truth. I think you're a good human being more than anything else. So,
well,
absolutely,
thank you
he's
very
one
much.
of my favorite
that
friends.
Feels great. You guys, oh man, I'm basking. I'll be walking my head in the clouds, man, for days, if not weeks. I'm serious. It is very nice. Thank you. I think you guys are excellent human beings too. And
now that we're all shaking each other's hand and everything like that, I want to hear more of Sam's music because my art is just dog crap in comparison to her music and her voice talents.
We're going to have to go to a break. Let's see. We've been on 44 minutes, but we got a couple of more minutes. So let's just see. Rick, while you're on, why don't you explain to the folks what you're doing and how your process? I know you have to ink it after. I've learned a lot watching your show about drawing.
What I do is I come up. You see, what I use both digital and traditional methods in order to draw. When I have a digital tablet where I can just draw directly onto the tablet with my pen mouse, whatever the hell it's supposed to be. I don't draw fully on it. What I do is I do the layouts of what the drawing is supposed to be because the layout in and of itself is the hardest part of the drawing because you want to make sure you get it right because it's the first impression when you try to put the drawing down.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So what I did was I made sure I threw the layout down and then I copied it onto a piece of paper and then I lightboxed it onto this piece of traditional Bristol paper using a little bit of blue line trace over the top. And now when I have a general idea of where everything is going to go, that's where I'm going to add in all the crazy detail and all the other yummy stuff. And I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it too, because even though I have what I have here in the blue area, which it may, hi Toby, even if it looks kind of completed, it's nowhere.
Right.
So many other things that I want to put into this, and so much more that I can throw in. You see, the blue line just gives me a template on where everything should go, but my own imagination as I go along gives me the permission to go wherever I choose to go with this type of illustration. And it's fun.
Well,
it's fun. I've been at it since I was 4. So, you know.
Well, it's interesting too, because I can tell from looking at I don't say it. There are natural talents that people have. I'm curious. Do you have anybody in your family that has any artistic bone at all?
Nope.
Nope. I kind of thought that.
Wow.
Well, I have a cousin, Steve, who I haven't spoken to in over 25 years, whose mommy and daddy paid for the School of Visual Arts in New York City, which I don't know is about $10,000 per semester. And the most he can get was a museum job over at MoMA for like a couple of years or something like that until his girlfriend persuaded him to quit. Whereas I didn't go to school for any of this, and my first professional art job is Marvel Comics. So
that's incredible.
Money well spent.
Absolutely. That's the way I look at college for me too. I went to Full Sail University and got a recording and audio degree, and it really opened a lot of doors for me. And what it did
does open doors. It definitely opened doors. There's not a question of that. You know, it's just a matter. I mean, I didn't really go to university or any type of college or anything for this type of illustration. But when you go to things, you know, that are related to it, it does open up, because a lot of illustrative fields, they're really more closely linked together than, you know, most people realize, because there's a small hierarchy. Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that there was no one who believed. Well, you know what? Let me ask Sam a question, if that's possible. Was there any member of your family or anybody that you ever knew who ever doubted that you have the ability to do this? Like, to be the musician that you are?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Except my parents.
Same thing with me, except for no one. Yeah. And the one thing that I love about this,
it's wild watching this thing come alive. You just kind of get caught up in it, and you're just watching it. It's like, this thing's coming alive right in front of us here.
Yeah.
Extremely satisfying to watch it.
It really is.
Sam, I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. No, it's just something that has always been in my, whatever the hell it is, it's always been in me. And yeah, you know, this is what I do, and this is what I love. This is what I'm compelled to do, just like you're compelled to sing and write songs, and, you know, do all that other and everybody else. It's what the saddest thing in life. It sounds silly, but it's from a quote from the movie The Bronx Tale. Saddest thing in life is wasted talent. And there was never a moment wherever I went that I ever wasted anything that I have, no matter what here. And I'm so glad that none of you do that either.
You know, to be an artist is a hard thing. I have a friend who's a poet in New York, and people go, "Oh, a poet, oh, you know." And I'm like, you know what? I see this guy sitting out there every fucking day. I've seen him out there when there's snow coming down. I like the fact that somewhere in the world, someone actually makes a goddamn living writing poetry and sitting in front of the New York Library, sells these little things for $5.
Yeah.
And he's great. I've had him on the show, and I just saw him I don't know, maybe a month ago. I was in city. Oh, it was when Julie was here. I recall now. Julie and I had to take her to meet the poet, you know, because there's in today's world, everything's so fast, and it's just it's crazy. We're inundated with shit like this, and it's really cool to know that there's a poet who's his family probably goes, "Oh, he's so brilliant, and he decided to become a poet sitting in front of the New York Library." Yeah, and you know, the guy just doing what he loves, and I like the fact that can still happen somewhere in the world, and it happens to be New York City, which I still love. I just love it here. That's why it's really hard to think about moving. But richness, I was curious, when you were a youngster, did you like draw your own like Vargas paintings?
I drew my own comic book characters, and they all sucked. Now they were most of them were idealizations of what I wanted to be as a superhero. So yeah, I never used those for real.
Interesting. That's cool.
That's kind of like an archetype, really. It's just like you subconsciously, even if you're not a narcissist, which I am, unfortunately, there are times when it's like you create a hero, and it's like, haha, this is what I would like to be. I want to do this.
Right.
You know, but after a while, I'm just like, nah. You know, I mean, I decided just, you know, I would just do other characters or something that have nothing to do with me whatsoever, because that's the challenge. If you can make something that has nothing to do with you and make it thrive, then it works. And it's like, then you know that you're really there, and you know that you really can do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Kind of like the Incontesties.
Yes.
Yeah,
The Incontesties.
I don't want to talk about it now because it's not my show. You know, I didn't want to talk about my book or anything.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. We stop the clock. Listen, we're going to go to a break, Richness, and I absolutely want you pimping your products here, man. That's what you're here for.
Fine, whatever. I wasn't going to do it.
Oh, well.
That's okay. I'll do it for you.
Good manners. We like that. We'll do it for you. I noticed here somebody said Donald Trump eats pizza with a fork. I can believe it. You know? I get it.
What freaking savage is that? Oh my God!
I know. In New York, somebody'd slap him and be like, "What are you doing?" No, he's not a paisan.
Back to pizza and pizza face Freddy Krueger.
They do that here in Britain. They do that here in Great Britain. I feel like beating the crap out of everybody. Like, don't do that. Freaking pizza. You gotta.
We didn't even have utensils in the holler I lived in. We ate everything with our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's how you got to do it. That's one thing that I love about the way that I do things. I love creating with my hands. It's the only way I learn. The only way. You know, have to. Tactile contact is the way that I learn. That's why I can draw like I do.
Did you have tactile contact with a giant penis sword?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's just so I had a good visual on that.
So I'm not going to elaborate with the sword that I grabbed mine. But you know, just like, you know.
Oh God, Rich, it never fails.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
It is always a good time.
It's always a very profane time.
The sword was a nice touch.
That is, you know. Anyway, I'm well. We got a commercial break because now it's getting awkward.
We are.
Like a melting flake of snow. This year, I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Need.
I would have said it couldn't happen here. The people we...
God, we need Julie. This is my song, version of live. First we take Manhattan. Get my shit out of my mouth there.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them.
All right. The richness is moving on, man. Look at this stuff. This is excellent.
You know who surprised me with her artwork?
Who did?
Susan Fine.
Who's Susan Fine?
Oh, wait.
Please remind me.
I've got comics from her to show on the show, and they haven't been loaded in yet. We'll show them this afternoon.
Show them.
She is.
She surprised me.
I'm going to pull them up on my iPad here, and let's see what we've got.
That name's really familiar to me. Where do I
she's
know
always
that?
on the show. She's she's always here.
Okay, I thought so.
All right, here we go. Where are they?
God, look at that thing come to life. That's great, man.
Actually, here is Susan Fine's version of a similar fellow.
Yeah, I like that.
She's pretty good.
There's stuff in there. I like that. I like that a lot. Susan Fine can draw.
Susan is really an interesting character, and she's like one of our. I have to say, she's one of the longest running fans that I've had on the show. She's really a sweetheart, and she's obviously very talented. I'm trying to find the other two. Oh, there we got Mike Myers. He looks vaguely like a dickhead. Hold on.
What gave you that impression of Mike Myers?
Yeah.
No, wait till you see this. Call it a Freudian slip.
Freudian slip.
I've been listening to 80s Kiss for like the last few days, and I got Heaven's on Fire playing in my head over and over again.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man.
Why did you just do that to me? Heaven's on
So here's
fire.
the penis head.
Oh,
Doesn't it
no.
look like a dickhead? They should make condoms like that. Here, baby, I'm coming in.
That's exactly what
And that will fucking bring the passion out in the bedroom, especially if it's glow in the dark.
I think it should glow in the dark. A big glow in the dark dick with that guy.
Man, well,
With
why is
Michael Myers'
Myers
face,
disappearing?
like shape sculpted.
Why is Mike Myers disappearing into the night so often? What's going on?
Yeah, right.
Damn. All right,
And this
little
is done
Jason
by our
Voorhees.
fans. Susan
Okay.
Fine, we
yeah.
love her and appreciate her giving us some stuff for Halloween to show all you cool people.
The race.
I think there's
Spooky
one more.
season.
Susan, we love you, babe.
We do
had
love.
her,
I never
we
met
had
you
her
before.
working.
I love you. So there.
Rich loves
When you
everybody,
come to
though.
the city,
I
you
don't
can stay
love
at her
everyone.
place. I'm
What?
booking you. I'm booking you a room at Susan's place.
Wow, nice.
You come to New York, you get the blue plate
Ooh.
special and all that good stuff.
Oh wow, I get to go to Kmart. Nice.
Walmart, man. We're going to take you down to Alabama, have some fun with you, boy.
Used to live in
Ooh.
North Carolina, man.
Got
Strap
some
you on
pretty
a
lips.
strap you on a mule and take you out for a ride.
Dude, I know what Walmart is. I lived in North Carolina for a while. I bought like these potato chips that you would eat, and they actually had butane in them. And how did I know that? I lit a chip and I let it sit there for about an hour, and it continuously burned for about an hour. So I ate a bag of butane chips.
Excellent.
Okay.
Do you have any superpowers after that?
Explode. No, ew, just ew. God.
There was a superpower, all right.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a superpower. Being able to implode at will. Oh boy.
Boy, that the drawing, I have to change it, man. That is just brilliant.
That's
You are a skilled man, Mr. Rich.
I've been a pro. I've been a pro for a good 20 odd years.
That's what that's. You know, I really like.
I was one of those. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Neil. You first.
I was going to say, you and I both being young people and getting into our craft, it's something that it doesn't happen as much. My parents never knocked me around and told me to sit down and practice. I was always going to practice, first paper route money, getting drum lessons, and going down and harassing my babysitter's older brother to play his Ludwig Ringo kit.
Yeah.
And the little asshole, he was about 16, and I noticed that the chicks looked at him. I didn't know. I had that faint whiff of how cool women are towards musicians. And I'd watch him down in the basement, and all the little girls in the neighborhood would be like, oh, he's dreamy.
drummer syndrome.
Yeah, but you know what was funny is I told him, I used to listen to him, and I had one of the first records I bought was Let It Bleed. And I told the guy, I can play it right. You're not playing Honky Tonk Woman right.
You
He
just
looks
show
at
up
me,
like
he's
this.
Yeah. He goes, you can't fucking play that. I said, you want to bet? I went up and showed him how to do it. I mean,
No.
it's like I've been playing this since I was literally 7 years old. It's like
Mhm.
tink, 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 tink. It's like, here we go. Oh, I just knocked the jet.
There goes the cat.
There goes the cat. The ashtray. That cat is literally hauled ass the door. But anyway, enough about that. It was really fun. And, like doing what you love all your life is just really a great life to live.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
think-
well, what I did with mine, I finally decided to venture into self-publishing, and the way I did it was a weird thing. I wanted to get into self-publishing for a while, but like I said before, a lot of the characters that I created, they actually really sucked, so I was like, oh, forget it. And one day, out of nowhere, an actress from Italy, she was watching a few of my live shows on Facebook when I was drawing, and she asked me for a commission. So I was like, okay, fine. How do you want me to draw you? And she's like, please draw me like a sorceress. And I was like, okay, cool. So I did, and then maybe a month later, as I was looking on my desk for like just whatever it was that I was going to try and be inspired by an idea or whatnot, I came across the drawing that I did for her, and then the whole storyline for my graphic novel just popped into my head. And the one thing that I wanted to do more than anything was ask her if I can use her likeness, because her likeness is what makes the comic, because she doesn't look like one of those really big titted girls that have like a 12-year-old face but a 25-year-old body or whatever the fuck.
Right.
She's not a sex object. She's an actual woman who has real proportions, which, you know, most women do. And that's the appeal of the character that I have, that anybody who's ever read the book, they love it because not just the story, but because of the way that, you know, women are depicted. They're not super strong man-hating creatures. They're strong women who have their own identity and their own issues, and just like the men in the book that I write also. You know, it's actually based in what would be considered some form of reality instead of like some sort of thing where it's like, okay, action, let's draw some titties and guns.
Yeah, right.
It's like that's what's lost on a lot of art. What you were saying before about how how it's like no one kicked you in the butt. You know, you did it by yourself. That's missing a lot. I've noticed that's really missing a lot amongst kids these days because everything is so handed to them. You know,
oh God, we do sound like a bunch of old bastards, but it is true to some extent.
Is the fact that we simply didn't have that type of technology when we were kids. If we were kids now and we did that and we learned everything, like, I mean, a kid right now can learn how to, you know, produce a comic book just on a few videos from YouTube. That's it.
Right.
You know, you and I, but whereas you and I, and anybody else over the age of 40 would actually have to go to a library and have to actually look up the book or try and find and research and stuff. And it's just like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that we had a hard life. It's just that.
Oh, no, it just was different. But
I think it was the venture of it, you know, the pursuit of that knowledge that inspired us to get, because it was that much harder to get. And it gave us the idea of how much do we really love this thing? I mean, how much do I love music? How much do I love art? Well, I love enough that I would sacrifice weekend after weekends with my friends in order to sit by on the table and draw all day, while you would do the same thing while playing in your best friend's older brother's garage or something.
Yep, it's like that. So many great bands started that way. And,
exactly.
You know, it's truly. I always just did it because I'd hear something, I'd love it, it'd make me excited and passionate about it. Listen, I'm going to bring everybody back on. We've only got 2 minutes left.
Please, you don't have to focus.
This is looking great. I mean, really, this is exceptional. So, guys, do you have any other questions for Richness before
Sam?
We got 2 minutes.
I'm super stoked I got to meet you today, and that looks so epic. that is epic looking. It's been awesome to actually watch you go through your sketching process.
I'm just honored, truly that you would even think that my work is even worthy of being talked about. Thank you so much.
I'm loving it.
You know what? I don't know, man. All I can tell you is you do great work, and hell, we'll be talking. We'd like to have you on more, so I'll talk to you after the show.
Yeah, by all means. Sam, stay around for a bit. There's something I actually do want to give you. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Coolness.
My cat's sitting here joining us. She, for some reason, really likes the show. Every time I do it, comes sits here and hangs out. Look at that.
And who doesn't?
I gotta now. I have to draw blood splatter all over here, but I'm gonna do that in Photoshop. You know, I mean, I marry the traditional and digital anyway, so it's just like there's the traditional. Now I'm gonna marry the digital, and boom, boom, boom.
Freaking great, man.
Wait, I'm making a series of these babies. I should have started it last week though, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm the master of bad timing.
Yeah, I can agree. I can relate to that every day of my life.
I'm sorry, everybody. We are at the end of the Live with Neve show, and I'm about to roll us out. Our tech professional is missing and being fucked with by the cable company, which just sucks in Dade City, Florida. We will not be held hostage. Okay, let's see. Where's the ending here? We've got all kinds of stuff.
Well, thank you, Sam, and thank you, Rich.
Yeah, really,
thank you, guys. It's always a pleasure.
I can't tell you, it's so great, Sam, to have you on. Irish, I always love having you on the show. And same thing with you, Rick. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with me, my audience. And
thank you.
I mean, you all are just the best. You're good. You're good. You're good. You gonna buy this fucking car or what?
I'm thinking about it. Forget about it. I'm thinking.
All right. Just us.
Oh, where's Sam? God damn it.
Sam's here. Do I want to end the broadcast?